Today is Monday, February 29th, 2016, and the title of this rant will be, Bernie, let's turn off the lights. The party is over. Shut it down. So Bernie got shellacked over the weekend in South Carolina. I think Hillary had 74% of the vote. He had 26. What's going to happen tomorrow, Super Tuesday? Bernie said yesterday that he thought they had a good chance of winning. Well, we know he's going to win Vermont, and he thought that they had a good chance of winning Minnesota, Colorado, Oklahoma, and Massachusetts. Well, right now we know that Massachusetts, 80% or more chance that Hillary's going to win that, and I believe that it's a 60% more chance that Hillary is going to win Oklahoma. That leaves two caucus states, so we really don't know how that's going to play out in Minnesota and Colorado. And we have Vermont, which will definitely go for Bernie. Doesn't give him much. He's going to get killed. He's going to get killed in Arkansas, in Georgia, in Tennessee, in Texas, and in Virginia. I believe that Georgia, Virginia, and Tennessee have the most delegates that Hillary can win. And so when she walks out of there on Super Tuesday, she will have a commanding lead, even if you don't include the super delegates that are there. Now, taking a quick look further ahead, Hillary has a commanding lead in, again, some very high delegate states: Michigan, Florida, Ohio. And then further down the line, where they don't have, let's say, truly accurate polling as of right now, she's still showing she's ahead in California and in Pennsylvania. So she is on the verge of killing Bernie on the delegate count. Bernie is going to find out Tuesday, if not before, that this is the same thing that happened to Hillary, is that very quietly, suddenly, Obama had a delegate count that Hillary couldn't make up. And the question is how much more will Bernie stick around? Now, I feel for Bernie's people. I understand their passion. I understand the policies that he's advocating. I'm very much in favor of most of those policies all the way through. But is he doing a disservice to the party? And is he doing a disservice to some of his followers? As an example, I met one of his followers, a college student, over the summer. I believe he said he was putting $10 a month into Bernie's campaign. He was paying for college. He was working, etc. You know, if it's not going to happen, is he hurting those type of people by having them, stringing them along, taking more money from them? There have been a lot of negative comments towards Hillary, really vile comments towards Hillary from those Bernie followers. And the question is it time to start to coalesce around the eventual Democratic nominee? I've had a number of people made some comments on some remarks that I have made. One clearly indicating that they would never vote for Hillary. When I commented on that, they clarified that they would vote for a Green Party person, vote for the Green Party. But it's like, we're not a parliamentary system. You know, a green vote doesn't do anything. In a parliamentary system, it would. Because in a parliamentary system, we'd have a Tea Party as a separate party. We'd have the Green Party as technically a separate party. And then the winning party would have to have a coalition that would include them. But that vote doesn't really count in the Green Party right now when we only have two real parties and we don't have a parliamentary system. So I think that Bernie should get ready to acknowledge that it's time to turn out the lights. It's time to move on. And the question is, what can he move on to? And I really see a lot of opportunity for the Democrats in the down balloting elections. So right now, I believe there are 4 to 6 Republicans who may have a very difficult time getting reelected. The lady in Alouette, Ron Johnson in Wisconsin, Portman in Ohio. There's at least one other person I can't think of right now offhand. And of course, they are going to get flack because they're in a blue or a purple state, and because the Republicans will not bring up a Supreme Court nominee, it could hurt them. And of course, if you had Bernie in those states, if you had Elizabeth Warren in those states, the chance, not just a little bit, but a lot, because he's not running a national campaign, that would greatly enhance the chances of those running against them. And also, though we do not think at this point in time it is possible for us to, meaning the Dems, to win the House, possibly because of all the stuff that's going on, and by the fact that the Republicans, I think McConnell has already clearly indicated that if Trump is on the ticket, that he doesn't necessarily expect anyone who is running as a Republican to endorse Donald and to run behind Donald, basically indicating that they're not necessarily for Donald for the president, but vote for me as a Republican in the House or the Senate. I think Bernie could do extremely well doing that with Elizabeth Warren, with, let's just say, the governor of Maryland, Martin O'Malley, and whomever Hillary might choose to be her vice president. I believe that it's a Hispanic. I can't remember the guy's name. I think he was the mayor of San Antonio. So a lot could be done on the down ballot. If Bernie shut it down soon, started to work on that, don't worry about the Senate, because the Senate's not going to do anything for the next 6 months. The House isn't going to do anything except vote on repeal of the Obamacare. So I think it's time for Bernie to shut out the lights. Quick point right here. I've created a Facebook page, The Lifetime Liberal, all one word, The Lifetime Liberal. Anything you'd like to post, comments that you'd like to make, comments both positive and negative, greatly appreciated. And of course, we'll see what happens with Bernie after Super Tuesday, which will be less than 48 hours from now.